Okay, to the Democratic Republic of Congo now. It's always awful to report this because a deadly Ebola virus has struck again, and there are fears that this time around it could cross international borders. Now, this latest outbreak is in the North Kivu and Ituri provinces, and that's close to the border with Rwanda and Uganda. Now, if you look at this closely, that's actually more than 2,000 kilometres from Equator province, where 33 people died in the previous outbreak that started in May of this year. Now, the World Health Organization is gearing up to tackle the 43 reported cases so far. 13 of them have been confirmed as Ebola. 33 people have known to have died so far. This outbreak was actually triggered by the death of a 65-year-old woman, followed swiftly by the deaths of all 7 members of her family, and it's this that raised the alarm. The area, already very vulnerable. It's home to over 1 million people that have been displaced and have been fleeing from conflict. Well, our reporter, Louise Dewast, joins us now from Kinshasa. Louise, what's the latest on the ground as you're hearing it?
So of the 43 suspected cases, so far 13 are confirmed. The epicenter of this outbreak is in a town called Mangina, just south of Beni in North Kivu. But overall, there are 7 different locations that are affected in 2 different provinces, as you mentioned, North Kivu and Ituri. I've been speaking with the Minister of Public Health, Dr. Oliyunga Kalenga, who described some of the risk factors involved in the response.
The first one is it occurs in an area with a very densely populated area. The second is the population is very mobile. The third factor is that the road connections are very good between cities, so the transportation of the population between cities is very easy. And the fourth factor is the security conditions. So for us, it will be really very intense. In this response, the security dimension will be part of all the components. So every time there is a team which is deploying or moving from one point to another, they must be secured by the military, either the MONUSCO or the Ministry of Defense. And because for us, the most important thing, the priority, is the security of the healthcare workers, and of course also to guarantee the population that they will have access to treatment in a safe environment. It's very important.
Do you know, Louise, just listening to that, we're talking military, we're talking security, population access. Containment is looking as if it's going to be a problem here because it's so close to the border and it's a very vulnerable area as well.
Absolutely. The minister, told me that this is an active military zone. There are every week reports of conflict taking place in these affected areas. So it is very tricky for teams to be going in and responding to the outbreak. However, we do understand that as of this weekend, as of today, they are setting up the cold chain for the vaccine. So they are going to be able to start using these vaccines that they've used in the previous outbreak. So we understand that this will start on Wednesday next week. They already have about 3,000 doses of vaccines in the country. More can be shipped if necessary. But this will be tricky because, as in the previous outbreak, they will have to make sure that these doses are kept in sub-zero temperatures. So very difficult logistical and security challenges indeed in this area of the country.
Louise Dewast in Kinshasa, thank you very much for that.